AI agents and AI employees are the future of how not just business will work, but the entire world. And so in this video, I want to teach you quickly what they are, more importantly, how to make them, and most importantly, how to sell them already as a business, almost creating your own AI agency. To be honest, it's not even about the future, it's about now, because you can get started with this today once you're done watching this video. So what's the difference between something like ChatGPT and an AI agent? ChatGPT and a lot of different AI programs right now work with prompting. You're using a very smart technology that can do a lot with a little bit of direction and prompt that you give. It's more of a cause and effect relationship. I go to ChatGPT, I say, hey, can you help me edit this resume? ChatGPT goes and edits the resume. An AI agent takes it a step further because it can continue to operate without human interaction. For example, we're going to learn how to create multiple AI agents that businesses could use, like taking care of their customer service, even being on the phone and setting up appointments. And these AI agents are going to operate after we create them pretty much hands-free. And based off every interaction that they have with real humans, that's actually how they'll continue to learn, adopt, and get better. The initial prompting and directing that we give the AI agent is almost like a starting point of what they need to do. Think of a dentist, for example, and the customer service questions they might get. They'll get questions about braces, retainers, root canals, or even what type of health insurance is allowed. Through this video, you're going to learn how to create an AI agent that could basically turnkey handle all those questions, and then you could hand deliver to that dentist. And that's just one of infinite examples of how you can use an AI agent. I want to be clear that I don't know how to code. I actually call myself a dumb founder, and this AI agency that I've already created is already making me a lot of money per month. I've tried creating AI agents in across 50 different softwares, but there's only one that beats out the rest in terms of turning this into a way that you can position it and sell it as a service. And so before we go to this next part, which is the tutorial of how to create them, you're going to want to download a free trial of a software called GoHighLevel. Using the link below will get you a 30-day trial, and I do make a commission if you do want to stick on afterwards. So in return, I'm going to gift you my white label software masterclass, which showed how I built this whole entire thing from 0 to 50,000 in 90 days, along with some ready-made templates and snapshots so you could get started today. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention the most important thing about why you should do high level versus other AI agents is because you can white label this as your own. If you create AI agents and other programs, you're going to have to tell your clients, I built this on XYZ platform. And the client will be like, can I just do that myself? Whereas when you do it with high level, you can brand it as your own AI agent software and agency, and they will never know who is actually built from. Key point. Once you've downloaded the software, created a sub account, you'll get to a page that looks exactly like this. And I want to start with what I think is the easiest low-hanging fruit opportunity to sell to a business, which is something that's called Conversation AI. To go to it, you're going to go to settings here in the lower left-hand corner and then click Conversation AI. And more simply put, what is a Conversation AI? It is basically creating an AI customer service agent or rep. And we're going to go ahead and click create. This is going to exist on the website. So anytime a user goes to a website, I believe every website will have an AI chatbot, just like every website has analytics today, Google Analytics being the main one. And so I think right now, most websites do not have this. And this is where our first huge opportunity to create this for small businesses and deliver it to them full turnkey and then get them on a reoccurring subscription from our service. So there can be many different options on what you want to start with. There's a couple templates here. So if you're just creating that customer service based one, that's great. Or maybe you want to create something for like sales. So think of like a real estate agent and you want them to set up appointments. This is a bot that's already trained on how to do these things, already programmed. This is general Q&A. And you can do one that has both, but this just has a couple templates. We're going to start with the general Q&A because I feel like this is a no-brainer. Every single website should have this. People are constantly shopping for things outside business hours. And so we're going to go ahead and set this up. So our bot settings here, we're going to call this customer service AI for book. I have a book website. I'm just going to create it here for us. So this is my book here. And I'm going to set this up because right now it doesn't have a chatbot. So if someone goes here, and we have other programs and products for people looking to level up their finances, I want to make sure that the bot knows all the things and then can set up an appointment if needed. So in terms of the next step, set bot status, the operating mode. This is essentially like helps you chat within the window. This is off, and this is autopilot. So this is sending messages automatically. It just really depends on your level of trust. So I'm going to go with I love AI. I love the way it's doing. So I'm definitely going to have it. And then you can actually set up different channels to where this bot is communicating. So imagine AI now is completely handling every single Instagram message or Facebook you have, live chat on the website, chat widget, and more. So this is really everything. So now like customer service on monitoring social media, website, it can literally handle all types of communication. So fascinating. I hope your eyes and ears are already open. Like, oh my gosh, first of all, I didn't know this exists and how simple this is, and I could easily sell this. So next, we're going to go ahead and name the business. So this is Start Thinking Rich Book. You can set up time between responses. I'm going to set that up to 45 seconds. Maximum message of bot can send a conversation. We'll do 12. Send bot to sleep when I send a message manually through workflow. So this is a cool one because if you are monitoring the messages in real time and you notice that there's a really great opportunity or conversation happening that's good for business, you can always step in and interrupt the bot. And so if you do that, you just want to mark that here so then it knows that you are working on it, so it doesn't auto respond on top of you as well. So that's step one. We're going to hit save, and we're almost halfway done now. So now we have the bot training. So this is where things get really eye-opening. So you want to train your bot into all the different questions that someone may ask about your business. And whether you're a dentist or a lawyer, you have a website. And literally through bot training, by doing a web crawler, it can crawl everything on this domain and scan it, and that's how it's essentially accumulating its knowledge. Fascinating. So we're going to hit get data, and it's going to start crawling the data of that website. And now you see that status here. You can see it's trained, and you can plug this into every single website that you want. And there's really no limit to how many websites you can upload here. So let's say, for example, you're thinking about your website and you don't have much on it because it's new. Well, you could just take information from all your competitors on the knowledge base of what they have, and now your ABot is fully trained. But let's say you have more custom different Q&As. You really just want to make sure it's right. So like there's some core questions that are being asked. This is great like for client interview to make sure like, hey, what are your top 50 or 20, 10 questions that you get. So then you just know for certain that the AI is not going off and can answer clearly. Like if you have clear refund policies or different type of providers that you work with, it's great to just put this in here too. Essentially, the more information you provide, the more URLs that are crawled, the smarter it gets. And then based off its interaction, it will continue to get better and better and better. And over here on the right-hand side, based on the information you've put in, you can do tests to see how it would work with a real customer. And lastly, we have bot goals. So this is now where we can take our training, everything we've input into the AI, and really have clear custom values for when interactions are happening. Are there certain places we want to point people? Do we want people to, after speaking with the bot, pick up the phone? Do we want them to set an appointment? Do we want them to go and simply buy? Or fill out registration? And this is where we can guide it and train the AI bot to make these actions for us. So at the lower right hand corner, you have appointment booking and add contact info. I'm going to go ahead and click on appointment booking, and I'm going to set up a calendar which is synced already with your sub account. If you have not created a calendar, you're going to want to go in the calendar tab and create that. And you have multiple different options here on how the bot should respond. So this is real people it's interacting with. So you could say, hey, I don't know if I trust the AI bot yet. Don't book it. Just send the link. You can pause it to make sure there's no other communication happening after that happens. You can trigger a workflow. This is what's fascinating about GoHighLevel. So the AI is connected to your CRM, connected to the automation. So after someone books an appointment, you can set up a workflow so they get corresponding communication, follow-ups, and things like that. Or let's just say you want the AI to talk to prospective people, get rid of the window shoppers, and the people are serious, you transfer it to a real person. All of these work great. They're just going to be on a case-by-case scenario on what you're doing for yourself or for the clients that you're creating this for. You have a few sections into creating this AI bot and making it super custom for your client or for yourself. So let's go over the sections. You have personality, and this is now addressing who you want your AI bot to model. You can give tones, you can give influence, like I want it to sound like Tony Robbins. I want it to be assertive. I want it to be super kind. So it's all up to you on how you want to customize. We'll show you a couple examples. Intent. So this is now where we're telling the AI, like, the goal of every conversation is to do this. So right now we set up as customer service. So it simply says your goal is to assist the customers with their queries. And then we have additional information. So this is now giving more context to the AI. And remember, the beginning is all about just giving direction. The AI is going to get better and better with each interaction it has, but the more information you research and you put in here, the better it's going to be from the start. But the default one is already pretty good. And just to show you how custom you can make this AI bot and really dive in detail for any niche or vertical persona that you're creating it for, I'm just going to show you the wide range of things and something funny. Use humor when applicable as if you were Jim Carrey, but make sure all your responses rhyme like a Kendrick Lamar song. So let me type in a simple question like, where can I buy the book? Hop online and take a look. You can buy it as an ebook or hardcover book. Check major retailers for Start Thinking Rich and find the hook. Pretty amazing. Changing the intent also has a completely different way it will communicate. For example, if I say, if you change the intent, that's going to help customize this AI and cater it towards the goal. And I'm going to just mess around and say your goal is to assist the customers with finding out what their favorite food is. I say, I'm thinking of getting the book, but I'm not rich. Will it help me? You bet. Dr. Brad Klon's financial psychologist co-authored 6 books to help folks like you think rich and manage wealthy smartly. So what's your favorite grub? Pizza. Pizza, topping the list with such ease. Let's get you thinking rich with a book that fits, shall we please? I'm having some fun. It's like a game. But if you were to take this seriously, you would dial in the information about the persona, about the customer, about the clientele that you're working with, and make sure that it has all the information with the right intent, with the right personality, so that every interaction is on point and converts to whatever the goal is. Just to show you the add contact information, if you wanted to be able to collect phone numbers and leads, you could also do that here by selecting which contact they should get, and then any other types of information you want. The last thing is you just hit save and your first AI agent is created, and you can now offer that to websites. Pretty much anyone that doesn't have a chatbot needs to have it. And if you ever go surfing on the internet for small businesses in your area and they don't have a chatbot, to me, that's a layup of an opportunity. You've just learned one of 6 different high-level AI agents you can create for yourself or for businesses. And this is already enough to start getting clients. And that's what I'm going to show you in this next part of this video. This is my 5-step framework of how I sell AI agents. It's incredibly simple and radically effective. Step 1 is to essentially find local business websites that do not have an AI chatbot. This is essentially a layup, considering in the next 5 years, 99% of websites on the internet will have their own AI chatbot. And right now, I would imagine it's less than 1% of business websites have an AI chatbot. So this is already giving you a layup of an opportunity. The fact that they don't have this, which means they're missing money, missing opportunities and conversations because they don't have this simple feature, which you can get to them just like that. Step 2 is then to proactively create the AI agent chatbot in the software, because you're actually going to want to create a demo of it. So let's say if you looked up a local dentist and you copy and paste that URL and you post it, and so it kind of feeds the brain like we did in the just the walkthrough here. And then you're doing this so you can kind of tease them, because step 3 is to basically show a demo of it. Now, you don't want to go through all the effort and work of creating it in case they are not interested or they say no, but just do like the homepage of the website, get it linked up. And then what you want to do is create a Loom video, with essentially this is of you typing in a question that a real customer might potentially ask them, and make it more sales driven. Like, do you have any openings to get or I'm interested in braces, for example. And then have the AI be able to answer that really great, show the Loom a screen recording of it. And then what you want to do after you've customized and show the demos, you want to blitz them. So hit them up on social media, on email, LinkedIn, and then kind of a full blitz. And the thing I want to leave you with is even when you do all these things right and you send a message, there's a chance that they might not see it. There's a chance they might not be interested, which is why I want to leave you with this step 5, which is kind of the most important if you're really going to take this seriously. The riches are in the niches. So let's say you pick dentist, that's great. But the fortune is in the follow-up. And when you do all these things, you start messaging people, it truly is a numbers game. But more importantly, it's a numbers game in terms of how often and how much you follow up. If you just send 100 messages to businesses, I would imagine that you would land maybe around like 5 of them. 5% conversion rate. But if you follow up with each one after 30 days, like you follow up with them a couple days after, and you do this essentially every single week until you get an answer or you have more convincing information, you're bound to bring that number up from 5% to probably around 25%. So it's worth it. The fortune's in the fallout. Just remember that as you begin this journey. With this one simple AI agent you've created, you now have a strategy to go after small businesses and rack up an AI agency. Now there's 5 other AI agents you can create within GoHighLevel, and I think this is the best strategy to position it for businesses. Let's say your first price point to get in the door is $97 per month just for this one AI chatbot. You can stack on the other 5, which you can say are normally priced $97 each, for a grand total of just about $600. And you can say I can offer all of them to you for just $297 per month. It is a no-brainer value stack. There's so much more to learn in terms of building an AI agency and the other AI tools, which is why you should watch this video to dive deep into the other ones you can create. And remember, when you sign up for GoHighLevel, you actually get my masterclasses for free, which will teach you all the details on how to scale big. This is the greatest opportunity of our lifetime. Let's not waste it.